What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to MemeGC. Now, I know it's Friday, and we normally don't do MemeGC episodes on Friday, but we talked about Series 8, which is coming next week, approaching us very, very quickly. A lot of big changes coming to VGC, but for this week, for our final episode of Series 7, I wanted to feature a really, really cool team, and so we're going to do that today. Before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Right around 50% of the viewers of this channel are not subscribed, and so please, it would really, really help me out if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you can always undo it later, that's fine, but I would really appreciate the subscription. And then click that bell. The bell really helps it to make sure that you don't miss any of my future uploads. Another great way to make sure you don't miss any uploads is joining our Discord server, which is down in the description below. And then of course, share with your friends. Us being such a small channel, it's really hard to gain traction, and so word of mouth really does go a long way, so I'd appreciate anything like that. And also, leave me a comment down below. Last time we had, what was your favorite normal type, because we were featuring Obstagoon. This time I'd like to know what your favorite bug type is, because we're featuring, as you can see, Golisopod. And so I'd love to know what your favorite bug type Pokemon is, because a lot of times they're seen as weaker than most other types, and most of the time they are. But so I'd love to know what your favorite one is, and let me know down below. So this is a Golisopod team, and I saw this and I had to use it. It's a team that Moxie Boosted has used in order to gain a lot of success actually in the Players Cup 3. And it's cool. It's a really interesting team. You wouldn't think that Golisopod has what it takes to really hang, but actually it kind of does. It's a pretty cool mod, to be honest with you. And so it has wide guard, first of all, which is not something you would normally think that this thing would have. I didn't know this thing got this until I saw that this was a thing. And so it carries wide guard, 2 priority moves, and then liquidation for a little bit of extra damage. Basically what this is here for is to do a couple of things. It works in Trick Room because obviously it's really slow, so you can get some big liquidation hits off, which is pretty cool. But it also enables our Colossal. So we've used Colossal several times on the channel before. I love Gmax Colossal. It's something that you always have to respect when you're building teams. This thing is a huge threat. And so the very standard set, Meteor Beam, Protect, Heat Wave, and Solar Beam with the weakness policy. Very standard, very standard. We got a little bit of HP investment. The only thing about this team that's a little interesting is Golisopod does decent damage to the Colossal. Like it does like a quarter or so, if not more. So yeah, it does a lot of damage with the Aqua Jet. So you do have to be really careful with that, but otherwise it's totally fine. Next we have a Gmax Venusaur. This team is actually quite offensive, and so this gives us another max option if we need it. We do have the sleep powder on it, so it will work outside of being the max option. All we have to do is go for a max flare with this, and then you've got your sun up, and then you can have Venusaur putting things to sleep and things like that, so it's pretty nice. It is Focus Sash, so it doesn't have to be your max option, but it definitely works as one if you need one. And then we've got a Landorus with Assault Vest, which I think is really, really cool. Also a completely viable max option. All of these mods are all of these middle 4 are viable max options in my opinion, and so you've got a lot of different ways that you can go. This thing of course carrying EQ, Fly, Rock Slide, and U-Turn. You're not going to max this most of the time, but definitely don't count it out. It definitely can be the max option, especially giving you the max airstreams. This is the only thing on the team that would provide that, and so if you need to get a little bit of speed, then maybe this is an option. And then of course in the last 2 spots, a very, very standard Glastrier and Dusclops option. This can be a great lead, or it can be something that sits in the back. I've seen plenty of times this team work with Golisopod, Colossal in the front, Dusclops and Glastrier in the back, because this Dusclops actually also works with Colossal because of Bulldoze. So you can set Bulldoze and go get the weakness policy off, then it works in Trick Room, and you don't actually have to set off your steam engine, so you actually stay slow and kind of go nuts there, because obviously Colossal is only base 30 speed, so it goes really, really slowly. But yeah, so that is basically this team. Of course, Moxie Boosted's links will be down below for you to check out. The one of the videos he posted, and of course his channel link as well. He puts out a lot of really, really good VGC content. So let's go ahead and jump into our first game of this showcase. All right, our first opponent of the day, and we've got, okay, this is a very interesting squad. We've got Hail, but nothing that really looks like it wants to abuse it. Swampert could be interesting. Venusaur obviously beats that pretty easily. Colossal looks like insane though in this match. So I'm just gonna lead our normal lead as far as Golisopod Colossal, because this looks amazing. As far as in the back, what is my backup plan if something goes wrong? Glastrier looks also very good, so I think we just bring these. I think we can leave Venusaur behind. Yeah, I don't think Venusaur is the play, and I don't think Landorus is the play either. I mean, Landorus could be okay with Intimidates, but I think this is fine. I don't believe I don't believe that Queenly Majesty stops me from attacking myself. I need to make sure though. Because if it does... Okay, it doesn't lead. Okay, so yeah, prevents the opponent from using moves with increased speed priority on this Pokemon or its allies. Okay, so it wouldn't have stopped me anyway. Okay, so this... I'm obviously not concerned about the Vanillix. I'm a little concerned about the Urshifu, though. And by a little, I mean, like, a lot. So, I mean, Vocalith is going to do the most, right? Or is that's not very effective. Yeah, this isn't going to be great. So Max Flare is our best option. I can leave the Vanillix alone. I'm not worried about the Vanillix at all. Because that thing's not going to do anything. But so... Let's say you're just a regular Urshifu. That does so much damage to us. Oh my goodness, it does so much damage to yourself. So we get the weakness policy, so we're at +2. Let's find out. Can we take this thing out in one hit? We can. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, we crit it. I hope that didn't matter. I don't think it would have. It's got really bad special defense. I don't know. I don't know, man. 236 with a positive nature. With Heat Wave. Okay, no, that's guaranteed. Okay, so we're fine. The crit didn't matter. Okay, so now we have a Swampert on the field. And all I can really use is Liquidation, unless this thing wants to go for like a Blizzard, but that doesn't seem likely. I mean, I'm just gonna double up into this, but I mean, it's not gonna survive. Because again, I can just leave that Vanillix alone. Oh, okay, cool. Really short first game. Really short first game, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll we may have an extra one at the end because that one was really short. But yeah, it had no chance of living that. I was concerned it might be Sash, but Focus Sash doesn't make sense on a team with Hail. So I'm not really sure what my opponent was going for there, but it's fine. It's fine. So, let's go ahead and grab game 2. All right, match number 2, and this looks like a much scarier team. So, hard Trick Room, it looks like. So, what do we want to do about hard Trick Room? So, there's a couple of things that my opponent can do here. My opponent could bring like Indeedee Dusclops. That's a thing that my opponent can do. And then bring like Glastrier in the back. Golisopod doesn't seem too bad here, but I'm a little scared of a lot of things. It might not be a bad idea to go Dusclops Colossal here and bring Glastrier in the back. Yeah, I think that might be a good one. Bring Glastrier as well. Wide Guard might be good for like Muddy Water and that sort of thing. Expanding Force also is a good thing. So Golisopod might be a decent bring here. The thing is, it tanks hits from Glastrier, but it can't really do anything back. So that's a little concerning. And it doesn't really hit anything on the opposing team all that hard. So let's bring Venusaur. Venusaur might be able to put something to sleep, which would be nice. I'm good with that. This is a tough matchup. Hard Trick Room is interesting for this team. It's a little difficult to deal with. And rain can be a little bit of an issue as well. This team struggles against rain for sure. But yeah, hard Trick Room's a little tough. Do we see Indeedee? Indeedee Snorlax, actually. Okay. So, Belly Drum strats. I see Belly Drum strats coming in. And then set Trick Room after. Yeah, I definitely see that being a thing. Focus Sash. Custat Berry. Custat Berry. Interesting. Okay. So, I think I want to... Do I want a Trick Room here? Or do I want to Bulldoze? Because I could go ahead and Bulldoze, activate my policy, Dynamax. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Dynamax and Volcalith into the Indeedee. Yeah, we'll go ahead and knock out Indeedee this turn, because I mean it's gonna follow me to get the Belly Drum off. Custat Berry though, that's something a little scary. That could definitely cause some issues if we let that thing get low and then it gets to go first. So yeah, that's unique, but it could work. It could definitely work. Follow me as expected. Makes sense. Yeah, so my Volcalith does go off before the Bulldoze, which is fine. It's not going to do enough to really go anywhere. Yeah, so Belly Drum does happen here. But we do know that we're faster than this thing. You get the Bulldoze off. That's going to activate our policy. And it actually makes Dusclops faster, which is a little interesting. Now, I've got to refresh myself on Custat. Is it a quarter, or did they buff it? Is it half? Once in a pinch. Okay, so it's not at half health. But it's getting real close to being in a pinch. I'm gonna Willow here. Yeah, I think I want to Willow. Go ahead and burn that thing. And then I'm gonna max Flare here. So if we can burn this thing, that would be very helpful. And Dusclops is actually going to be somewhat fast now because it didn't get the speed drop. Which is, you know, weird to say. But it is also a Dusclops operating outside of Trick Room. So that's also very odd. So it did activate? Oh, no. Oh, okay. This is a problem. This thing says in a pinch. A pinch is a lot... I feel like a pinch is now... Oh, gosh. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, we're getting ready to get destroyed. There's the follow me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Max Guard was probably... Yeah, I think Max Guard was the play there. Yeah, Max Guard was definitely the play there. Oof. Okay. Yeah. You know, it's been forever since I've faced a Snorlax. It's been so long since I faced one of these things. So we'll go ahead and burn this thing. I believe that'll be... Yeah, this thing should go down this turn, I think. Yeah, just the Volcalith is enough. So no more protecting this thing, and it's also getting really low. So the game's not over. But I want to go Venusaur first before I do anything else. So my opponent actually goes into his own Glastrier, or into his own Dusclops rather. Okay. Which is fine. I think that's fine. Does my opponent set Trick Room here? I mean, it would make sense. I'm gonna click Trick Room of my own, actually. Or I could just put him to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna burn the Lax. Or do I put... Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. I think this is okay. I think this is fine. But yeah, that Snorlax is definitely threatening. I could have just knocked out. It does max guard, so actually this is fine. As long as we hit. Yeah, okay, so we're fine. That's fine. The only better play would have been to double up on the Dusclops, but like, that's fine. As long as that thing can't set Trick Room. And that's probably what it went for. Plus Volcalith is still hurting, which is great. And you've got one more turn of max, which isn't great. But I think I Nightshade here. And I know it's not very effective, but probably just Sludge Bomb. Because I don't want to Leaf Storm here. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so dumb. Oh, God. That's bad. That's really bad. That's... Yeah, I'm really dumb. I should have switched those. Okay, that was really bad. I gotta stop making these mistakes. That was really bad. The Custap Berry, you know, that was a stupid mistake of not knowing Custap. That turn right there, there's no excuse for that turn right there. So you're gonna shrink. Yeah, there's no excuse for what just happened. Absolutely none. I'm gonna protect here actually, and I'm just gonna try to take the KO on Snorlax. I don't want to deal with this thing anymore. Yeah, I want this thing out of here. And I don't want Glastrier getting burned. That's like worst case scenario. Because if you set Trick Room, I've still got Glastrier, and so ultimately, like, it's okay. But yeah, Nightshade doesn't actually go into Glastrier, so I could have actually gotten a big hit off there with Icicle Crash, but that's okay. Venusaur is still guaranteed fastest on the field, and we can just put his Glastrier to sleep. Okay, so I'm gonna crash into the Dusclops. No. I think I want to CC into this, and put it to sleep. Because if Glastrier is dealt with, then we're fine. Sleep Powder does hit. Perfect. Perfect. That is wonderful. I might just be able to pull this back after a bunch of dumb mistakes that I made. Oh, man. That's probably a speed tie. Yeah, it does go down here. Wow. I did not deserve to win this. I'm just going to tell you right now. I did not deserve any of this. Because that was probably the worst game of VGC I played in a long time. Wow. I made so many mistakes. So, yeah, just because you win doesn't mean you played perfectly. Pain Split, that's fine. I don't care. It still takes 3 Nightshades to take me out, so that's actually fine. So we can just double into this now. And I'm good with using Leaf Storm now. But yeah, I played this game rather terribly. I definitely should have just max guarded anyway, even if I didn't know the Custap rule. I figured the Custap was lower, but it wasn't. And so, you know, I learned my lesson on that one. But clicking Nightshade into a normal type, that was pretty dumb. That was pretty dumb. This thing hangs on. Wow. All right. Oh, but it flinched. That's unfortunate. It's not like it could have done anything anyway, but still. That just added insult to injury. Yeah, I should not have won that. But I'm very happy that we did. So, yeah, sometimes you get lucky. But, yeah, I definitely didn't deserve that at all. So, thank you to my opponent for not capitalizing on all those mistakes I made, but it's okay. So, you know, you can learn. It's all a learning experience. It's all about getting better. Every now and then you just misclick and do things and don't really... It just happens so fast. You're trying to get through the timer. So, yeah, that was just me making a mistake. It's fine. It's all good. Let's go to game 3. Game number 3. Here we go. And that's a Conkeldurr and a Roserade. I haven't seen those in VGC in a very long time. But they actually, in my opinion, are quite viable. I think they're very good. Obviously, Incineroar being an amazing mon. We've got a Trick Room mode. So it looks like this team has both a Trick Room mode and like a fast mode with Togekiss, maybe. It could also be a redirection Togekiss to protect the Lapras. That's also something that we could see. This team definitely is threatening. And Landorus. Landorus is good, again, for helping with the Conkeldurr and the Incineroar. Outside of that, you know, obviously Lapras isn't fun to deal with, but it helps with pretty much everything else. So Landorus seems like a good bring here. We just have to be careful with Lapras. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to bring Golisopod Colossal first. Landorus is definitely coming in the back. As far as my 4th, that's tough. It's a tough one. Sleep is nice with Venusaur. But obviously we can't send that out first. It could be good in the end game though. Yeah, let's try this. I don't know that I brought these 4 before, but I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a go. Glastrier could have been okay, but really it only thrives like significantly in Trick Room. And I mean, my opponent may set Trick Room, but I didn't bring my own Trick Room mode, and so I really wouldn't want to rely on it. It's actually Togekiss Roserade. Okay. So, redirection plus sleep? I guess? And if so, is that a big issue? I mean, we can... We can go ahead and set up our Volcalith at the very least. I mean, I'm assuming you redirection and then, like, put something to sleep, I guess? You can't put... You can't put my Golisopod to sleep. It's actually a max. So what's maxing here? Is it the Togekiss? It is. Okay, so we're going for fast mode, like what I was thinking. At least I said it in team preview. So we're going for like Airstreams. So get fast, put things to sleep, I guess, is the play. I mean, we're gonna go first and do a ton of damage to this thing. I'm assuming we can knock out a Togekiss. I mean, it's bulky. It's very bulky. Ooh. It may not KO. It may not KO, actually. If it's max HP, there's a 0% chance it KOs. Okay, it's not max HP. Yeah, if that's max HP, it guaranteed doesn't knock out. Like, the rocks would have taken it eventually, but the most it could have done was 99.7. So, that could have been very bad. Oh, actually, no, that was for level 100. Level 50, there was a chance. 25% chance to KO right off the bat. Okay. I missed what the Roserade went for. I'm not gonna lie, I missed it. Did it try to put Golisopod to sleep? I honestly completely missed it. It's fine. Is Wide Guard necessary? I don't think so. Although Conkeldur's a little scary. I think I want to get a Liquidation off with this. And then Max Guard. Because I don't want to take like a huge Drain Punch or something. There's the Sleep Powder into that. Okay. Yeah. Thunder Punch. I should live that. Yeah. Although, Emergency Exit. Okay, so I get a free switch. I think I go Lando here. So this will help with Conkeldurr. So this may not be the worst. This may not be the worst. That Volcalypt does so much damage. Like, it's insane. It's insane how much damage this does. I think I want to Rock Slide here. Let's take out Roserade. I don't want to be put to sleep. Switch. Okay. Into Incineroar. That's fine. Maybe it's not fine. Wait, maybe it's not fine. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so Roserade's gone. And now this thing's gonna take a Rock Slide, which isn't the best for it. And we set the sun, so that's another big thing. My other option was actually to go ahead and Volcalyth into the Incineroar, into the Conkeldurr slot, but I didn't think that was... I don't know. The switch was somewhat obvious, but I also didn't want to risk it. I think I want to protect here and switch. I think I want to switch this out. I could U-turn. Yeah, I'm a U-turn out. And click protect here. I want to preserve the Intimidate. Yeah, I definitely want to preserve. Fake out. Nice. Also catches that. I'm good with that. Gets a little bit of chip. And then we go back into Golisopod. I'm saving Venusaur for later, because I can start putting things to sleep. Ice Punch, yeah. Yeah, we take 0 from that. Nice. Okay, cool. Incineroar's getting really low now. I think I click Heat Wave and Aqua Jet. I think that's fine. I'm going to Jet into this. Heat Wave, both of my other moves are 2-turn moves. It's not good. I wonder if this Kinkeldur's AV. Oh, it doesn't KO, but that's okay. With Heat Wave, it will. The Sun. Nice! Let's go! Let's go. That was a good game. That was a good game. That was very good. And Golisopod, like, actually put in work there by himself there. Because, I mean, it took the Thunder Punch like it was nothing. I'm assuming... I'll watch it back in post, but I'm assuming that that thing tried to put Golisopod to sleep. And it didn't work. Which is great. And then it took that Ice Punch like it was nothing. Like, I like it. I think it did good. Since the first game was so short, we'll get one more. So, here is Game 4. Alright, we have Purloin and Thievul. Okay, I'm scared now. What is Thievul? Okay, Thievul... Normally it's like Unburdened stuff with terrain. I haven't seen one in a while, though. So, I'm assuming electric terrain and you max the Zapdos? So maybe, like, weakness policy Zapdos? Maybe? In which case, Colossal still looks great. The only thing that I'm a little scared of is the Inteleon. So actually, this may be a Glastrier game. Yeah, I think this is a Glastrier game. I'm gonna lead Dusclops Glastrier. In the back, in the back, in the back. I think we could still go with Colossal. How good is Golisopod here? I mean, Golisopod looks like it takes hits from everything except... I mean, it looks like it takes hits from everything except for the Zapdos. So it may not be terrible. Let's try it. This might be a mistake, but this is normally the reverse of what I do. I normally lead Golisopod and Colossal and then bring the other two in the back. This time I'm flipping it. This might be a misplay, but I think it could work. I think it could work. We'll see. We'll see. Very interesting team by my opponent, though. But Thievul with no automatic terrain setter is not something I've seen. So it's a Liepard Inteleon. Okay. I mean, you've got Prankster stuff. Eject button. Okay. And Salak Berry to go fast. So a big play could be if they actually took my Eviolite and then switched me out. That would be the big brain play. I'm going to go for the Trick Room here, but the big brain play would be... Yeah, that would be insane if they did that. And this is exactly why Colossal in the lead would have been really bad. Yeah, Colossal lead would have been terrible here. Alright, what do you do? Taunt, okay. Yeah. That's rough too. Snipe shot into the Protect. Okay. So, we only have Nightshade that we could use on this. So that seems bad. Let's switch in Golisopod here. Let's not max. And just go straight into Liepard. We know it's not Sash. And that way we don't waste our Dynamax. If we can get rid of this Liepard, that'll take a lot of stress off of me. Because I don't want to take, like, eject button getting switched out of my Maxmon. I don't want that to happen. So I think this is okay. But I've got to get out of here and preserve this. Staying in and just Nightshading isn't going to help me. Because it'll take too long. So we do go ahead and see the max on the Inteleon. Okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. There's the trick. Okay. But yeah, I didn't max, so. So yes, it's gonna switch me out, but I haven't wasted my max. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go back into Dusclops here. So Golisopod has 60 attack. Against a life hard. I mean, first impression's a guaranteed KO. Even if you're max HP. Even if you're max defense. Yeah, you've got to be like max. I'm gonna click Trick Room again. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, that thing's got bulk. That thing's got bulk on it. A lot of bulk. Like, a lot. To be able to live that. Oh, Golisopod's gonna be fine. Yeah, we have a lot of special defense. Okay. I can Aqua Jet here. But I've got to switch again. Because it got the taunt off. But I mean, we are wasting this thing's max. I mean, this thing's max has been going on for a while now. Do I want to switch out here? It's risky. I think Colossal's going to end up being our guy. I'll switch back into Glaster. I don't think Glaster's going to end up putting in all the work here. Does this thing have Protect? No. It's going to switch the Life Orb back? Does it give it back to me? It gave it back to me because he was trying to take my Violet. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. That's so funny. Get out of here. So I got my item back. It took some time, but it's okay. Alright, Golisopod does go down. But that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Golisopod did fine. I'm okay with that. And now we go back into Dusclops. Again, I want to set up the end game with Trick Room Colossal. But I want to get some initial damage with Glastrier, if we can. So my opponent taking their time on picking this one, because, like, in my opinion, I think that we've done a really good job at stalling out the max here. It's definitely a combination that wasn't ideal for us, but I think it's okay. My opponent taking all the time. Thinking real hard about this one. You only got two choices. So it's Gallade that we see. It's actually Gallade. Okay. I'm clicking Trick Room and Keyberry? What is with all these weird berries? What is with these weird berries? Salic Berry on a Mon that's already really fast. And then Keyberry. I don't want to lose Glastrier here, because a close combat will definitely blow this thing back. So yeah, don't want to deal with that. fling your Salic Berry for Justified and Speed Boost? What? What is this tech? What is this tech? That thing just got a Dragon Dance. And the key. Bruh. What is this tech? Don't you flinch me. Okay. Whoa, okay. That was cool. That was cool. That was really awesome. I'm burning you. I don't think that I max here. But I am going to double the Gallade. I don't think I'm nearly as threatened by the Inteleon, because it's just the helper. That was cool. Really cool. I'm about that. Oh, he left. He disconnected. No. Rude. Rude. That was so cool. I have to keep it in, even though we didn't finish the game. I have to keep that in because that was so cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of MemeGC. I hope you enjoyed watching me be really dumb in Game 2, and then that really awesome tech there at the end. Like, that was so cool. So, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. If so, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video, and, of course, click the bell. Join the Discord as well. All that down in the description below. So, on Sunday, we will, of course, be streaming. We're still looking for Kartana. We still haven't found it. It's going to be forever. It's fine. And we'll keep looking for that. And then next week, we start Series 8. And it's going to be a lot of fun with all the crazy, really high-powered toys. So, yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. Here's the team code if you want to try this team out yourself. I think it's really fun, actually. This is a really cool team. But, yeah, go ahead and try it out yourself. It's really cool. So, yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you later. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. All that good stuff. Bye-bye.